Sober because without being sober, I would be crazy. So here's what's going on. This is you. This is your immediate radar for perception. This is your immediate measurement. Imagine this line going all the way around. As you look around, it's very simplified. This is your immediate radius for seeing what's happening and piecing it together. That means that if the event is occurring within this point, you can make logical connections as to how it occurred and what's going on. However, if the event has occurred outside of your limit of immediacy, here, it has too much range and too much could have happened to make it to that point. Now, obviously, a couple of things, right? Now, if you see an event, you might make a logical connection, given that there's space that you can't confirm. You might make a logical connection, and it makes sense of where that image or that position of what's happening is. However, because it's possible, here I did this one wrong, because it's possible for the event to, outside of your immediate radius of measurement, jeez, can you fix it? Okay. It could have done a bunch of things and it ended up in the same position with you believing, knowing that they calculated it. There is now a fear of cucking everywhere. And I did not do this. I didn't do this. Okay? I'm just pointing it out, okay? Solution: be more honest. Why does honesty work? Because when you honestly express what's happening, you create consistency that does not have to be tracked. That is their error. If they are cucking you, if they are lying, they have to keep track of their lies. It is impossible to do that because they also have to survive against something that is real. Something that is real and consistently challenging them. And these consistent challenges will poke holes in their story constantly. And so long as you stay honest, here I meant to draw the grid all around. So long as you stay honest, eventually it'll become obvious who's lying and who's not. You don't need to be a fortune teller. You don't need to have a sixth sense. Just be honest, because that consistent honesty will always be able to detect flaws and inconsistencies in everyone else's behavior. Speaking of consistency, something that's going on is, I already told you guys about my relationship with the environment. There's me and my consistent logical structure, and then there's the environment, the external environment, you guys, and everything else. It's consistent logical structure, right? So what's going on is, at this point, I'm so logical, I'm so consistent, that the external environment is fearing inconsistency itself. That compared to me, the environment is losing consistency and structure. And this, and in some cases, here, I gotta draw this right quick. In some cases, there are some people who would use this position, and this is their literal strategy. This is their, I'm even kid voicing this. This is their literal strategy, right? They keep their structure, and then they have these little tells, these little off-goes that constantly cause inconsistency for others. They're constantly switching this way, switching that way, and what they do is they convince themselves that because you're being inconsistent, and because they're always switching, you can never really catch them because they'll switch from tell to tell, preventing you from being able to comprehend what's happening, that their compared consistency to your inconsistency that's created by their outward effort is a reason for them to not respect your structure and to completely rape and violate you. This is how a lot of women were getting taken, from what I've observed, is that these guys would keep very short consistency while also challenging everyone else's consistency with destructive logic. If that's the case, why is this happening? Boom, all the way down, nobody can answer in time. I'm right, things keep going bad. I'm right, I'm the most logical thing, because when things are being destroyed, they keep getting destroyed. I'm right, I'm logical. He isn't wrong. I can't stop him. Y'all need to prove it. Bro, she's actually doing it. Bro, they're actually doing it. What the fuck? Now, fuck that shit. I'm killing everybody. You know, all that shit, right? So let's go back to what I was saying. So because I'm still logically consistent, even with this effort from the external environment to poke holes and cause confusion, to claim is an immediate form within a radius, an immediate form of logical inconsistency that can be attacked upon, we're in this state now. It's a constant loop. the limiting structure of the environment that is losing consistency compared to my developing consistency as it challenges it, which its challenges are inconsistent to me in itself because it does not itself want its logical structure challenged. It does not want its consistency challenged. So by it challenging my consistency, it is itself becoming inconsistent. And so the longer I stay being honest, doing the right thing, yada, 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 the external environment becomes inconsistent. And despite what it says, despite what it believes, I gain the ability to kind of just move around over the surface of it because I have actual structure. And here's how this looks. So at first, it's just me being high-structured individual compared to a low-structure environment. People stuck in a competitive mindset attempt to reach that structure or attempt to destroy that structure because they're afraid of getting fucking cucked and raped. Bro, they actually fucking did it, bro. All that shit, right? So what's going on is as my structure continues to develop through my honesty, my ethics, my hard work, etc., compared to the structure that's going on and its inconsistencies, it attempts to make me inconsistent, and not only inconsistent, but more inconsistent than it, constantly attacking me. Because if it can create a relative form, here, let's say I'm this, right? And the structure is like kind of this right now. If it can make me, it believes that if it can make me more chaotic, more inconsistent, then relative to that, it can claim a form of logical consistency that is not actually there. It'll still be a mess, but it'll say that it has more order than me. So this attack continues until, by attacking my logical consistency, you become so logically inconsistent yourselves that I'm pretty much the only real occurrence happening. Meaning, the reason you don't lie, there are real things that you're responding to in existence. Real things that you have to be honest with in order to stay alive. My constant, honest response to those things. Even whenever I'm tricked into lying by strategies like this, is constantly keeping me more connected logically to what's really happening. And so I become the only thing that's actually real occurring on the environment, while everything else becomes more logically inconsistent via violating the consistent rule of trying to make everything consistent to become a better structure. Everything around me collapses. I stay strong, right? I stay strong. Everything around me collapses, and then the cycle repeats. This wants to be consistent against my consistency, attacked me, yada, yada, yada. And so we got into this point. This revelation, this understanding is very important. I am here to fucking behead these guys. I'm here to kill these guys. That's why I showed up, guys. That's why I showed up. And these guys caught on. They attacked me. You know what? They attacked me. And they're using their switching and all that shit to try and stop me. But that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to kill these guys, so don't fucking stop me. Unless you want to get cucked. Don't fucking stop me, alright? So yeah. Another thing, the military's, just wanted to point out, pretty sure I won the war already. Here's what you guys did. It's a very, enforcing gratefulness. Like, let's say me, very high value, right? Very high value person, right? But you are afraid of this going on, that I'm so intelligent that I'm just presenting a high structure while cucking you in secret. I have to follow rules. I don't want to get cucked. And I promise you, there's no way out of that. If you participate in this cucking system, you are going to get cucked later. There's no way out of that. There's no way out of that. You can't outsmart that. And so I have my incentive to not participate. Now, what's going on is high value, the environment is saying, I don't get this stuff. I don't want to respect it, right? Hold on, let me draw more, right? And it doesn't want to pay me. So the environment gives me very little, keeps me at a very low sustenance. And then once I've gotten used to surviving at that pace, it gives me a lot. Now, while I have a lot, it demands what it calls reasonable changes to my character. But these character attacks are attacking the forms of consistency that make me a high-value individual. Now, when I don't give up these changes, then it's argued that I was given too much and I'm being ungrateful for how much I was provided. I'm kicked on the street, my reputation lessened, and all that shit, right? So I don't really care. This is the military. It's not you guys. I don't care. I know what it is. I know what it is. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. It's not personal. It's not you. I don't care. It's not you. It's not personal. I don't care. It's not about you. It's not about you. I don't care. It's not about you. It's not about you. I don't care. All right. That should. Nope. It's not about you either. Stop. I don't care. All right. Boom. That's it. I got everything. I got everything. All right. Let's go.